Hello everybody, it's your boy Jrock Oni coming at you today, playing a little bit more Pillars of Eternity. When we last left off, we got talked to by a dead dwarf lady. It's really weird, I know, but it happened. So, that happened, this town's a nightmare, that happened, so we have new things to work with. And we're gonna figure that out slowly but surely. So right now, we gotta go talk to that dead dwarf lady. Also, if you haven't noticed, I have a tiny dog now. Isn't he adorable? I went upstairs, like, off camera just to check around, to see if there was anything of interest, and there's his dog, and now he's following me, and it's great. So, let's get forward. Time to face that lady. Oh boy. Pillars of Eternity is made possible through the contribution of more than 77,000 fans. We at Obsidian wish to extend our gratitude for the opportunity, feedback, and support. I paid for this game. I didn't kickstart it though. Man, it's daytime now. Maybe I should talk to the dead dwarf lady in, like, I don't know, night. That way people wouldn't see me. I hear you, whispering tree. Welcome to our lovely village. Thank you, Edit. Oh, I wonder which one I gotta talk. Oh man, they can see me, can't they? Let's do this. Watch my back. Caldra de Branzi. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bow that sags to tug her noose. Bloated purple flesh on her neck is worn away in patches, like moth-eaten linen bulged over the rope to suspend her, and her lifeless head lolls forward, rigid from one side, the other shifting the breeze. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings. There's a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you can reach out and touch it. Not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. One of my... okay. Reach out for the woman with my magic tendrils. Oh dear. Take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with a new unfamiliar awareness. Once you've expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt into your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. That sounds awesome and horrifying. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down into some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she's staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog. Her body still sways in the wind, but you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in the misty void. The woman gives you a slow nod of her head. The rope creaks as she does so, and she smiles at you. Please don't do that.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Am I imagining this? Am I imagining this? Is this actually happening?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy, even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I, wherever here may be.
Where is here? You don't know either, great. Hey, how can you talk to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
Don't patronize me, dead lady. Something's wrong with me. What's happening to my body? This is really weird. She nods, a look of pity on her face as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
I wouldn't say these have always been there, actually.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
But this isn't even your line of research. I'm something out of left field for you, but you kind of know what I am. Great.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either living or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how.
So wait, but I'm not dead.
A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprout from one of her cheeks. Oh, buddy. So I'm gonna have nightmares forever. An inspired gleam crosses her murky eyes. You should see old Mardweld. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you, helped many in his day, took up an old keep no one will claim, not far, Quai Noir, beyond the Black Meadow. You will welcome the company, so I gotta go find another one. Why'd I survive that bivouac?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing.
I think it's because I had a hat.
Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
I'm sorry. So, souls break up over time? Oh, I should not say in this one. Oh yes, entropy. Remgrand's work. We know a little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die, and pick up pieces of others when we're born again, but less than what was lost. We tried to stop it with animatic science, but with little success. Oh no. So souls are slowly falling apart. That's not good. A very small few resist Remgard's influence and stay together, though some force of defiance, at least for a time. They also come eventually, I think. She clicks her tongue. Alright, I want to learn about you, lady. Who are you? What happened to you? She laughs. A rasping, choked cackle escapes between rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bop up and down with each spasm. Seeing a blank expression, she catches herself.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer.
I mean, how'd they catch you, lady?
Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Yeah, tell me.
Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
Oh, man. So what's an animancer anyway?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are. But the best of us? The best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins, miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid.
So you guys are just do soul stuff. A lot of stuff, actually.
It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
That's where I'm from, too. I should have gotten a dialogue option saying, hey, we're both Venetian, Valalian, whatever. Who are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Baranzi, of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences. Not the greatest of their number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
Okay, I'm sure I got another question for you.
Of course, dear.
Actually, I don't. Goodbye.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Ladria closes her eyes, and her head slumps forward or over the news, and your surroundings seems to bleed into your vision. Oh, your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. Femur was granted Crucible of the Soul. Ayla looks at me through narrowed eyes. Are you alright? You seemed lost just now. I guess I should just be straight with you if you're following me around. I'm a watcher. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. Well, that is interesting. Gives you a sly grin. I expect that explains how you survived a beer walk. I guess. In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything about watchers? Yeah, let me ask him that. Do you know anything about watchers? Only that they're rare, and that they seem to have unique insight into certain soul conditions. As you just demonstrated. So we gotta go to Cad Nua. Okay. Hello, Eder. Smell of pipe smoke. Smell of pipe smoke, once earthly and sweet, winds its way through your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is non-aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
Wow, how do I not get the joke? Okay, I'm just gonna say I'm sorry.
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What are you talking about?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19.
What'd you do?
Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
Oh man, you're probably not wrong. What makes you think I'm interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirk broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
Okay, so I look just plain retarded whenever I go watcher mode. I haven't been out of sorts lately. Nah, let's make the drool joke. Ah, so you're already familiar. Still, you have to forgive my curiosity. Around here, we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead. I've been out of sorts lately. Of course, we all got our bad days when we stand perfectly still and stare at corpses for a while without blinking. He winks. Fine, do you know what a watcher is? He's gonna just like, no.
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within
Okay, never
earshot.
mind.
Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be.
Okay.
Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
Huh. So I wonder, if Cypher, because that's a class you could have been, is Cypher the canon main character then? Because if the Watchers are soul stuff, and Cyphers have like soul magic, you would think that would kind of go hand in hand, wouldn't it? Should have been a Cypher. Whatever. So why are you gonna get hanged?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
The war? What war? Saints' War. Only one in my lifetime. Fellow decided he's the living incarnation of Aeolthus. Overthrew Red Saris, marched on the drywood, so we gave him a drywood hello. What's a drywood hello?
We blew him up.
You blew him up with what? Who's Aeolthus? God of rebirth and redemption? Formerly, anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where you're from. Okay, I have other questions. So why did they kill your head, man? Got involved. That tells me nothing. Redrick sent men down here the other day. Said they had it in good authority someone in town was working for Kolsk, plotting Redrick's overthrow. So if he didn't come forward right there and now, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. He sighed and shook his head, his eyes fixed on the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later. If not for plotting against Redrick, then for protecting me. Who's Kolsk? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be till they catch him. So we should help that guy. Why does your town not like you?
Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea.
Y'all blew up a temple?
Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back.
That sucks.
After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, The townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Eth glanced at you and lowered his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. Yeah, I am too, buddy. We're leaving this place as soon as possible. You're next to be hanged. Why are you still here? Drinking, mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured out where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Wade's legacy started with Wade when... you can come with us. Where are you headed? Someplace called Cad Nua. There's an old watcher there that might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath.
Cool.
A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
Yeah. That's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Alright, let's go. Okay, dude. Let's see what you are. He's got a sword, a shield, a beard. I think he's a fighter. Yep, he is a fighter. So, let's stat you up. Athletics and survivability are going to be your main features. Bonus knockdown or rapid recovery. Level 3. I want you to be a tank. So let's see. Defender. You have some more conservative fighting style, concentrating on locking down enemies that stray too close. The fighter increases his or her number of engagement targets to 3, but the expense of deflection. Okay, so yeah, he can get more enemies focused on him. What's Guardian stance do? Fire devotes all his energy to defending allies. Lowering actually increases the deflection of nearby allies. Alright, let's do Defender. Okay, so wait, let me think for a second.
17 and a half.
Let's not count anymore, buddy. Let's just walk past them. Don't want them to know I saw things or talked to anything. But I'm wondering, this place used to be a temple, right? Of that Athos god. Y'all blew it up. And now no one can have babies. Maybe that's interconnected? Just a thought. So maybe if we fix the temple, then y'all can have kids again. First, I need to find a shop.
How may I help? I shall.
No, not that. Like, let me see.
I'm here.
Anything like a blacksmith? Yeah. Yes. Take me.
Absolutely.
Because we should try to buy new equipment. Like, I need a two-hander sword. And get rid of this dopey shield. Perception affects the character chance to do something. All accounts of Two Tones, Town Top, Tao Top, whatever your name is. The pages are empty. The Almond Man is an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscles. Small ears frame a square jaw face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome, you're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? This your shop? That it is. Been here over 20 years now. Seen all manner of things over the years, good luck and bad. Houghton glanced at the guard standing watch along the wall. But the Black Hammer smithery remains. What do you got for sale? You're coming to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect that they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. All my workers ran off with the wagon themselves. Maybe to make some coin. But he snorts, as if that lot would dare. He was right about the bandits. The dire situation in villages like this and the exodus to the cities have created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. Tao scratches his jaw, thinking. If you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for the supply wagon of my shipment. At least, maybe cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of my weapons go to his grace, Lord Radrick. He glanced at the guards. That's as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. Alright, I'll send them back safe and sound. I'd appreciate you trying anyhow. You bring back supplies at least, and I'll have much more to offer you. At a discount to start. If you find my workers, you give them a good smack upside the head for me. Okay. But no, sell me stuff.
Well met, friend.
Let's see what you got for sale. Ooh. That's a lot of money, actually. Never mind. The hold wall. I just want a great sword. Or an S-stock, because that last S-stock was nice. Oh, I can retrain my character? That's a lot of money. Never mind. I can't retrain my character. Wait, actually, let me see what's in my stash. Food, alcohol. Nothing really worth selling. So yeah, we'll just buy this. And maybe I should try to reach Spec Veeman, because I want him to two-hand, but the first stat I gave him was for sword and board. You know what? Except, let's just quick save. Let's try that again.
Gods keep you.
Yes, I can fully level him up again. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's fine. I like how that rolled out. Actually, I'm gonna take one out of that and put it in Dex. Next. Knockdown. Where did I put my junk into? Athletics, floor. I like one in survival. Rapid recovery? That makes me heal faster. I don't want that. I want two-hand style. Sex X3 with full X-Stock flail. Which one's greatsword? Rapier mace. Hunting bow on. Saber slow club. Pistol blunderbuss. Greatsword, pike, warhammer, albatross. That. Alright, and the next one. Confident aim. Done. Alright, now we're caught up. Okay, so that's done. So
Hail,
let me
traveler.
buy that stupid sword. Thank you. And in return, I will trade you junk in a second. I'll give him that padded armor. And that extra rapier. And is there any in my set? Yeah, that other rapier. Party, whatever. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Time to equip and change. Yeah, get rid of shield. Drop that there. I now have a cool sword. And I'm taking this ring and I'm putting it on me. And what are you wearing? Saints War armor. Probably better than that other armor. Yep. So that's what we're gonna go with. Alright, now we have weapons. Now let's go check out that place. Crypt. Whatever, not crypt, it was a church. The temple. Yeah, that's the word Jonathan can't think of. Alright, further in we go. Alright, so I guess... Is that a kid? It's a little kid. What are you doing here, kid? I saw someone go in the temple. Papa says we're not supposed to. Yep, something's down there. Constitution affects the endurance and health of characters and their found fortitude and defense. It may also be used in scripted interactions to endure grueling physical circumstances. Yo, someone kicked the crap out of you, buddy.
I haven't been in here for...
Sorry, I cut off his dialogue. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading stones. He had a gaunt fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeves soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near his features twisted with pain. What hit you? Have a care. If you mean to go in, cast a quick look towards the doorway there. This place is not so empty as I thought. His angles, he looks up at her. Paying your respect, Enthusian? Oh lord, that's a word we're not gonna say. He manages a pain grin. A little risky, isn't it? Think what the townsfolk would say. I don't think he cares. Safer down here than up there, even with the rats as big as they are. Faint edge of hostility Billy's at his playful tone. The temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best. times being as they are, he groans in ship's position watching. I'm no loot if that's what you're thinking. Not one of his types any, either. Wither jerked his chin at Eder. Just want to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. He regards you wearily. Maybe to better luck. Better luck with what, man? The man points a finger upward. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Aethus, the scattered god. Grand temple at that. His worshippers will come from all over the drywood, and Red Saris even. Not so much from Red Saris these days. Until the war, of course. Even then you get some of the stubborn ones, the ones that couldn't get in through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Go on. What, Lord Viserys allowed them to worship? Yeah, that's actually a good question. Lord Viserys would clear out the place from time to time, make a rest. It wasn't until the legacy they started losing patience. He sent his guards in to put the priests to the sword, bring the place down, burn some of the books, and that was that. What's this legacy? I know what the legacy is. Didn't the magistrate tell you Drive was punished for killing Eothas? Or for not killing his followers, depending on which idiot you believe. Eothas, either case, you don't see too many children around here born, right? They come out and they don't cry and they don't look at their mothers, they got no soul in them, give them a personality, they just breathe. As the man says. The thing is that Waidren's having a last laugh. Strikes me as a little petty even for a dead god. But Lord Viserys believes it, that's all for the matter. Alright, go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Raedric decided he'd been too lenient on the Athosians. He had his people go in and put them all to the sword, left them down there buried under a heap of rock. After that, Raedric ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, up until recently. Lord Raedric hopes that if we dedicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven. The legacy will end. But until then, the temple is as you've seen it, unguarded. That's where you come in. He licks his lips. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still deserve to go like that, chopped down in their god's house. It doesn't sit right with me. If you can get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. Worth breathes out. No small task. There's coin in it for you if you need motivation. Aleph caution's expression softened. Wasn't surprised to see someone around here with a shed of respect for the dead. I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. Wharton laughs bleakly. Well, I mean to be in and out, nice and quick. I'm not hurting anymore. It's just Lord Raedric forbade anyone from having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. It's a good cause, though, isn't it? And you could make some coin in the process. Look, I'll find them. Then by the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long. It's crawling with creatures, but if you get past them, the priests would have been down the lower floor. They'd be there still, if there's anywhere. Those priests are all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Alright, doggy, let's go. We have an adventure. You know what, actually? I think I'm gonna cut it here and make this whole dungeon its own video, because I don't know how long this dungeon's gonna be. It could be 5 minutes, it could be an hour and a half. So, we'll tackle the dungeon next time. Catch y'all then.